Hey YouTube, it's El Che here, and it's funny actually. I posted my last video was El Che or Che Guevara, and it was in response to a message I got. And I want to be really clear about what I was responding to. I was responding to the argument I hear from a lot of people against Che Guevara, and what those people are railing on against is the tactics that he used. And I can agree that, you know, they're deplorable tactics. Any wartime tactics are deplorable. They're absolutely negative. But the response to my video, and I don't know if anybody else caught this because I think I quelled it pretty quickly. But a user, Rudy Montez 1, and I'm gonna call him by name because what he did was a total dick move. Not cool, dude. You wanna disagree with me? Fine, disagree with me. And have some balls about it, man. Put your face on video. You know, I don't see you putting the message out there about anything of any importance. So, you know, that's for you, Rudy. But posting a bulletin telling people to, you know, disassociate from me or not watch my videos or not friend me because, you know, you take it that I'm using the name of El Che for my own ends. Sorry, man, they sell vodka using the picture of El Che. At least I'm trying to get a message out. I'm not just pushing vodka. So, anyway, irrespective of that, this video I want to touch on the philosophy of El Che, which is something that in Europe is pretty well embraced, and I think anybody here in America who buys the American line that Che was, you know, some really horrid negative person and had this horrid negative impact on the world really needs to look into. And what it is Che's philosophy was essentially that the downtrodden, the poor, the workers were not being represented properly in South America. And that's true. That's still true today. And the reason that is true is because of American imperialism. We treat all nations like they're second-class nations. We don't treat a single one equally. We think we're the bullies of the world, the policemen of the world, and like we have the right to, you know, enforce these ridiculous trade agreements that end up hurting, you know, massive populations of, you know, low-class citizens. They're people who have been stuck into a pigeonholed situation where they're making like less than $1 a day, man. It's retarded. So, you know, the philosophy of El Che was essentially to give those people a voice. And in the situation he was in the time that he was in, the only way to effectively create that change was to use the tactics that were being used against him. If you look at what the Batista regime was doing at the time, man, they make El Che look like watching Teletubbies. It's retarded, okay? And what the United States, the CIA does in South America to perpetuate the, you know, the programs and the policies that we have is also evil, like pure, unadulterated evil. So, you know, don't come bagging on me like I don't believe in the philosophies of El Che. I do. I believe in the philosophy that the workers are not represented. Now, in our current time, in our current place here in the United States, we need a revolution. And if you think for 1 second that a violent revolution is going to occur in this country and not end in just total obliteration of our rights, you're fooling yourself, man. This is not the country to mess with. We have like the most effective weaponized military in the world, and if you think for a second that they will hesitate to turn their guns on the populace who is threatening to overthrow this government, dude, you're wrong. You're thinking some very dangerous thoughts, and it's not just dangerous for you, it's dangerous for all Americans, all lovers of freedom. And so, you know, Rudy Montez, dude, get your head out of your ass. Anybody who sees this video and, you know, disagrees with me because I embrace the philosophies of El Che, but not the tactics, or because I happen to use the handle El Che, you know, if I wanted to be a copycat El Che and spout everything that El Che said, it would be ridiculous. It doesn't apply to the modern time. We don't need Che Guevara to come back and be this huge socialist leader in the modern world. What we need is a new leader, a new buddy, a new somebody who can galvanize and revolutionize people in a new way, in the spirit and thought of Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, you know, peaceful resistance to the massive, you know, power grab that our government is now perpetuating on us, the people. Before, we would only do it, we were kind of only pushing it on other nations' peoples, and now we're seeing that happen here at home. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, man. I'm totally selfish in this whole thing. The only reason I give a crap about freedom in the United States is because I have a son who lives here. I don't even get to see him. I don't even get to hang out with my kid. I pay child support. I don't even know what he looks like. I don't get a picture of him. His mother has completely cut me off from any kind of association with my son. But I'll be damned if I'm going to let him grow up homeless on the ground that his forefathers conquered. It's not all right with me. So anyway, that's my rant out there. Rudy Montez, if you see this video and you don't get it, man, then dude, you need to have your head checked. Everyone else, you know, nothing but love for you. Peace. Viva la revolution. Hasta la victoria siempre. I'll see you guys around. Peace.